Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is gonna be another pick a card. I'm doing kind of short, kind of brief, because I gotta go to work, and I'm trying to get some things out the way. And I do want to do some more zodiac readings, so I'm gonna try to squeeze them in too, depending on how long this short reading be. Okay. So the question we're gonna be asking today is, who are your secret admirers? And I'm gonna be trying to delve into why. Hopefully I'll pick that up as to why. I think that's about it that I had on that announcement. But anyway, thanks to those people who like, share, subscribe. What's up with the new subbies? What's up with you? To all my regulars, my people who I'll be kicking it with. Thanks for those people who book personal readings. So for those who I couldn't get to, I'm trying to get it organized. I'm really trying to get it right. So that way, you can get what you need, you know what I mean? It's really not even about the money most times, but I don't want to say that to people because I don't want to be bombarded, you know what I mean? But, I'm trying to make it happen for y'all. So I'm doing my best. Stick with me. Let's just get started so we don't do too much talking. All right. So pile 1 with this Eucrite, pile 2 with the blue moonstone, pile 3 with Amazonite. All right. So 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm gonna go over here and get started with pile 1. So pile 1. Pile 1. Who is your secret admirer and why? Okay. So this person is someone who's already blessed. They already have good things going for them in their lives. But the way that they got it might have been a bit of unorthodox, not quite by the book. Could have been illegal, doesn't have to be, because you also have time to release the negativity. So there's this thing of them watching you releasing negativity. So it could have been someone who you might once have followed, and doing things maybe the wrong way or things that weren't quite orthodox or quite like traditional or going with societal beliefs. But it was something that you guys might have been abundant in or something that they were very abundant in. I'm getting like there was like this energy though where they had to kind of like maybe detach from love in this job that they were in. So maybe they weren't able to give it a lot of love, but they were blessed and abundant in it. So it had to do something with negativity because you were able to release it. And now they admire that you're being able to show the world the real you. So maybe whatever it was, whatever job you were doing, or whatever way that you guys were being blessed, they see you as seeing it in a negative form and got rid of it, or released it. You might have been doing it for a long time or like having it deep within you for a long time. It had to do more so like negative patterns, negative behaviors, negative self-talk. Well, not negative self-talk, but more like your negative emotions of like not allowing yourself to be vulnerable and not allowing yourself to like just reveal yourself. And that's what you've been worked on. That's what you've worked on. That's like the center of the whole reading. That is the importance, as well as what they're admiring and the energy that they're seeing you in is actually getting some of the things that you desire. Like, maybe you're treating yourself, maybe you're getting things, maybe you're dressing more nicely now, maybe you're taking more care of your health and more, I'm getting an energy of like just being more attractive. Like maybe you're just really getting the things that you desire. And you have this desire to, they see you as desiring to have a prominent place in society, like an upright standing, like to be a pillar in your community. So they're seeing you as changing an old way of being, releasing that habit, and then showing your real version of you, which is the version of you that you want society to see as an upright standing as a citizen. It's basically a pillar in the community, someone who just strives for prominence and a higher place in life. And so they see you as just trying to advance and going after what you want, as well as Venus. So they see you as like being more dressed. Maybe you're wearing more suits now, more dresses, more business formal outfits. But they see you as just like being more authentic to yourself. And now you have a vision that you're holding on. And you feel that this new vision that you have for yourself is going to give you the blessings that same life or that same way that you were doing it is going to give you, or that it did give you. So you feel like the new you is going to give you the same level of abundance that you had from the prior you, is the influence I'm getting. And what they see is you being more at harmony with yourself and having more discernment, because you have harmony. You have harmony and you have discernment here. And this is your personal power because it's in the solar plexus chakra. So this has to do with your personal power. You probably took your power back because you released the negativity. So now you're having more confidence in yourself. You're finding more harmony and balance within who you are and within your own emotions, because you also have temperance. They also see you in the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, which is like, I call it the most eligible bachelor or the most eligible bachelorette. It's like you're very well dressed. You're a prominent person or attempting to get yourself into a higher status of prominence in your society or in your group setting, but you're allowing people to see you now. So you have a level of vulnerability that you didn't have before. You released those toxic behaviors that you were doing because something about it just wasn't right or wasn't following the rules or the ways that you felt it should have. It was giving you some type of blessings, but you're not doing it anymore. So now the new vision that you have, you envision it actually giving you the same amount of blessings or the same type of blessings that you once had in the past. So they see you as just being more dressed, more like noticeable, maybe more attractive. It's like you're taking more care of yourself. You're taking more interest in who you are as a person. They see you now have more discerning, as where they're still in that thought and that feeling of a lot of things are their fault or it's not their fault, where they don't want to take responsibility. You take responsibility and actually you take full responsibility is kind of the energy I'm getting, because that's how you would be independent. That's what temperance is also about. It's modesty, so it's like I take responsibility of myself. I'm responsible for myself. I'm not depending on anybody else, because the Nine of Pentacles in reverse has to do with codependency, but you're not in reverse. This is upright. So that gives me the impression that you're more comfortable on your own. You're feeling more stable and abundant within yourself. It's like you built some type of stable and practical foundation within yourself, and now you notice your value. So by being alone and being comfortable being alone, you're also willing to actually negotiate or work with other people. Like you have the Three of Pentacles on one side, which means that you're willing to cooperate with community. You have this feeling of that you can actually get along with other people, but you also have the Six of Pentacles, which means that you can also be giving or charitable, where you don't mind sharing with others. So you have this comfort where it's like, I'm happy alone, but I can also intermingle and be fair with other people. You now know what real value is by being alone. And that's kind of what they noticed, is like you've actually balanced yourself out. You have temperance and reverse, you have temperance upright, and you have harmony in this deck here. So this lets me know that you're at balance and at peace with yourself. And now you're actually striving for a higher standing in life. And whether it may be your career or just in something, it's almost like in a public view and a public sense. So you're doing something that you can be seen, and you're allowing yourself to be seen by the world. I'm getting that. Could be the World Wide Web, because Aquarius has to do with technology and the world itself. I always think of the world as the World Wide Web. And I mean, a lot of readers do too, but I think of the world as like everyone being able to see you. And the easiest way for everyone to be able to see you is on the World Wide Web. Okay. For them, they may not be able to hold in their emotions, but they're seeing you as being more like allowing yourself to feel, like you allow yourself to feel these feelings, whereas they want to hold them in and kind of like feel like it's going to explode. You unleash them, you let them out. I'm seeing this energy of here, like just releasing the water, letting it go. That's the energy I'm getting of you, just kind of like releasing your feelings, not holding on to them, not dwelling on them. And when you do share your emotions, you're not worried about the outcome or how it may play out with others. You just kind of want to get it off your chest and be done with it, So you release any negativity you have, and you have a discernment. There's a discernment of when to show yourself to the right people. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, when to show yourself to the right people. You've actually come into balance with two opposing ways of being mentally or emotionally. So now you're kind of like on your own and like in your own power though, but you're very comfortable alone. You have your own level of stability, and that's how they're seeing you. And that's why they admire you. So the people that could be admiring are Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, and you have Scorpio again. And then I also have Sagittarius. So these are people who could be admiring you secretly and not telling you, but they see you basically, striving for a level of prominence, a place to be seen, basically being like a pillar in a community or in your community or at your job. But they basically see you going for a higher status, wanting to be known and wanting to be seen, and they see you just taking care of yourself and looking more attractive and actually getting some of the things that you desire, and they see that as doing you good. So that's what I got. Pile 1. All right. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Nuni. And this is Leo in the third house. I'm about to go over here to the pile 2 and see what's up with them. pile two. Pile two. Who are your secret admirers and why? Okay. So I'm getting that people like your relationship style or the way that you handle relationships. People are admiring you for the way that you are actually dealing with how do you deal with relationships, like how you value yourself, right? Because I get you have the Knight, which has to do with protective energy, it's in Cancer, and then you have Play It Cool or Artemis, which is Aries. So I get this energy of you being fiery, passionate, and at the same time emotional but protective of your feelings. And so you have here the Two of Cups. This is the energy that people see you in. So you're either compromising or willing to work and fair, you like give your emotions to others. But it's like as a fair, you're looking for like equal reciprocation. They see you as that, but they also see you as leaving, right under this Knight, which lets me know, because the Knight is about protecting your heart, guarding your feelings, like keeping them secret, but like defending your emotions as well. And you have Eight of Cups. So you're more likely a person who is willing to walk away from situations where you feel like you need to defend yourself or defend your feelings. But this person, who it is I'm getting as someone who may not be so quick to think. They might be a little bit, it's this energy of them not always paying attention to like how things are lined up. Like they don't see signals, they don't see signs, they're not paying attention to red flags. They don't work well with team, and they don't communicate, they don't really mesh well with others. They could be kind of like an impulsive person as well, that they really react really quick, but they're gaining some type of wisdom by being impulsive, but they're really just a person who kind of misses the signals and misses the signs that maybe it's time to slow down. I'm just getting as a person who doesn't really like work well with other people. They like to like be a loner, like to do it on their own, but they're really impulsive, and they're kind of like a wishful thinker. They do a lot of wishing and a lot of hoping, but they never pay attention to the signs or the signals that things are actually going in their favor, or that it's a time for them to relax, or that maybe that they need to play it cool. But they admire you for being able to play it cool. They admire you for guarding their feelings. Like this person in relationships, I'm assuming that they have an issue with feeling good enough, because what they admire about you is that you know when to take time out to heal, and when that you actually know that you're good enough. You don't stay in situations that aren't actually creating with the hope of like a long-term benefit. You know what I mean? Whereas this person likes to like work alone, and they don't want to work with partners or work with team. You have this energy of like being able to compromise because of the Two of Cups. And you have an energy of like knowing how to protect yourself and walking away when things aren't benefiting you. And this is even after you put the work into it emotionally. You're not afraid to walk away, because you know how to heal. When it's time to take time out to heal. You know what I mean? It's like you'll do the work, and you realize that you are good enough. And so now they see you as playing it cool and kind of taking life by the balls, or taking people by the neck, kind of like taking control. And I see it more so as like taking control of your emotions, taking control of your beliefs about yourself. And you have Worthy. So now you're recognizing your own worth, so they see you as realizing that you are good enough. This is really crazy how these cards, wait till they let me go live and we start putting the cards out here and y'all see me put it together like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like shuffling the cards on which card. I do that for the Zodiacs. I don't feel like that for picker cards. But when it's time to go live, I can't wait to show y'all, because it'd be so funny to me, like, how does it match up like this? You know what I mean? But hey, it just be what it be. So these people, like I said, this person is just really admiring because you're very protective of your heart. You know how to protect your emotions, but at the same time, you know how to just kind of play it cool, And for them, they might always feel like it's too late to actually make things happen, or to like, they feel like if I miss something, it's too late to get it back, or to have another opportunity. Whereas you feel like you're free to believe that there are more opportunities, there are more chances. You're clearing away beliefs and memories that are no longer serving you, And so it's like you're not afraid to make decisions, because anytime I see the Eight of Cups, that means I'm not afraid to make a decision, even if I've already done the work in the situation. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles upright, which has to do with like being able to nurture yourself and take care of yourself. You have the energy, you have the potential to be able to take care of others, but you focus on you first. And that's what people see. They notice that that you're worthy and that you are good enough. Now you feel more cherished. Maybe your relationships are getting a lot better because what your value is, and you know how to protect yourself emotionally. You know, so the signs that I have who may be admiring you are Aries, Cancer, you got a Capricorn energy, and you have water energy mostly. And you have Virgo. So these could be some of the signs who are admiring you, or just the energy of people who are admiring you. They don't have to necessarily be these exact signs, but they could be close to it. And these are people who are from your childhood. That's what I'm getting. You know, and they peep that you've already healed. So they're watching you shine from within. And these people know that so whenever the knight shows up as well, it's always about like a struggle emotionally. Like you really had to fight tooth and nail to protect yourself, but you've done a great job at it. You know what I mean? It's like now you're pretty versed at what to do to guard yourself, and you've already recognized your worth now. And so now you just play it cool. You know, they do kind of see you as a little bit crafty, or somehow a little bit really intelligent, like, you know, like a little bit forthright to get what it is that you want. So they see you as like intelligent, or maybe they kind of seen you as impulsive too, but now you're more like playing it cool. Like, you know, I know what to do. I know how to get to what I want to do. I just need to relax and protect myself and go slow, be cautious with what I do. And now you have more belief in yourself because you've taken the time out to heal, or you're currently in the period of healing. But these people just aren't paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that it's time for change. You know, Spirit is basically beckoning to them to be like, to work with it, and work with the universe, to work with the elements, to basically create the life that they like, but they're afraid of change pretty much. And so that's who these people are, you know, but they're watching you clear away old beliefs and patterns that aren't working for you anymore. And you've made like the necessary decisions to actually get this stability within yourself. When I see the Queen of Pentacles, I see it always as, when she's upright, I see her as a way of, it's like finding home within yourself. You know, she's a practical person. She knows how to take care of herself. She can stretch a dollar. She knows how to make money work for her, you know, but she's resourceful as well. She keeps connections, you know, but she can have a tendency to be a little selfish, because she's always about self-preservation. But that's how they see you, as someone who's able to preserve themselves, you know, to keep themselves safe, you know what I mean? And you have your belief in yourself. So that's what they're really seeing. Like, you know how to protect yourself by believing in yourself. So I once read this reading, or not a reading, I once read this quote somewhere that keep an empty suitcase in your room, right? Because in any relationship, you're allowed to leave. That bag, or that overnight bag, or that suitcase, like, lets you know, like, I don't have to stay in any relationship where I'm not happy, or I feel like I need to defend myself. And so that's how people see you, as knowing that, you know, you can give, and that you can be compassionate, you can be sharing, and you can be an equal partner, because you're worthy of it, and you know who you are, and you feel like you're good enough, and you are good enough, and you know how to protect yourself and guard your emotions, as well as, you know, sometimes you're a little impulsive, but you know how to play it cool when you do feel that urge to just, you know, act out, because you've done the healing, you know. So that's how they're seeing you. They're just seeing you as someone who's willing to leave from things that they've invested in emotionally, if you feel like you need to guard your heart in those situations. So really, they just see you as someone who really trusts themselves, trust their own decisions, and trust their emotions. You probably have strong intuition, you know, because I see Cancer here twice. So you could have strong intuition, you know, and have a very analytical mind, as well as be a person who may be an overgiver at times. You know, you may overgive as well, or be a little bit self-critical. But now it's like you understand, like, hey, I don't need to be that way about myself. I have more belief in myself. And so now you're just playing it cool. You know you're worthy of the things that you're asking for. And that's what people admire about you. So like I said, the signs that it may be an Aries, maybe a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, might be could be some earth sign, because you have some earth sign here. So it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have Virgo over here as well. And then you have just Cancer. All right. So that's what I got, pile 2. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go over here to pile 3 and see what's up with them. Pile 3, this is your pile. So, who is secretly admiring you? And why? And why? Let's put that up here. earth energy for sure. Okay. So this person is a person who can't seem to get out of their head, right? You got never-ending story in reverse, and you also have fork in the road. So this is a person who is kind of undecided about which way they want to go. They may feel like a lot of the choices that they have won't go the distance, or won't go long term, or won't really get finished. They're probably a person who just never finishes. Who never finishes what they start, and so that's definitely what it is. Has to do with romance. So it's someone who definitely has a lot of self-criticism, a lot of negative self-talk, and they're really just needing to like give up on like just indecisiveness. They need to like make a stand, take a stand for themselves, but they just feel like they really can't. They don't have as much endurance or as much strength as you. All right. So now what they admire you is that, you know, you could be a Capricorn, but they have you as a person who's like very hardworking, and they see that your hard work is paying off. They see you as someone who's also willing to release things that may not go long term. So you could definitely be a Capricorn or earth sign of some sort. They see you as getting a new start, so they're really excited about that for you, you know. But they also see you in the energy of like fulfilling others' expectations. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but what it does mean is that they think that whatever you're doing is for the expectation of others. And it could be something that is getting you noticed as well. But they see that your hard work is paying off, and that you're having a new start by releasing the things that you felt weren't long-term or weren't going to go as far as you would like them to go. They see you as having a new start because while they're having this never-ending story, meaning that they're repeating the same patterns, the same feeling of being indecisive, whereas you're actually making treadway or making headway on this situation, and you're releasing it just to get you a new start. But they do see you in the energy of being a bit impetuous, or a bit it's reckless as well, but it's kind of like you might be moving a little bit too fast for new experiences. They feel like you're just taking off to new experiences, or they feel like you might be flying a bit too high to the sun. You know what I mean? They do feel like you're elevating, you know. The energy they see you in, or they see you taking, is the King of Cups upright, which means that you're more like intuitive. You could be psychic, you could be kind of like in touch with your emotions. A person who's very not overgiving, but person who's very over-loving if need be, can give a lot of love, knows how to turn their emotions on and off. Whereas this person feels like they have to keep repeating the same situations in love. You are more in control of your love, but they see you as being like a risk taker, daring, you know, a bit impetuous, like I said, you know, where you might not think too much before you actually make your moves, or you might be a little bit too pushy with your own beliefs on others. But they see you as following the expectations of other people, you know, something maybe of a cult, maybe you have an altar, or actual public standing, public speaker, or something of that sort. But it's something that fulfills the expectations of others. They see you as being grateful and having an awakening and a reset. So you could be like a pastor or a speaker. You know, you have some type of platform, because this is a platform here, you know, and it's fulfilling the expectations of others, you know. But your hard work is paying off. So it's something that you've been diligently working at and like persevering through. And it wasn't really the easiest to get through or easiest to do. And it had to also do with you releasing some things that you felt weren't going long term, or weren't going to go the distance in your life, or weren't going to actually get you to where you wanted to be. You were able to get rid of them, whereas they're still kind of confused and not really exactly sure in what direction they want to go. And that's why they keep running over this same cycle. All right, this could be a Scorpio person, this could be a Capricorn person, this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, because we have Sagittarius energy, right? They also see you as maybe when it comes to relationships, you're a bit guarded or a bit standoffish. You know, maybe not for sure if you want to pursue them. There's like you have like this lack of desire to actually go after relationships or to express your feelings to people who maybe are a bit reckless or daring. You know, to people who are a bit like. You might not offer your feelings to people who seem to be like erratic or all over the place, or who don't give you the intention of staying long term. You know what I mean? And that's like, it's like you have good discernment with your emotions. That's what they admire about you. You know, and this is energy of, you got to be an earth sign, because there's energy of like grounding energy. You know, dang, I'm tripping. Of your root chakra. That's what it is, your root chakra. All right. So you have two cards of root chakra, and the way that you communicate, because you have the throat chakra as well. So For you, they're basically saying that you've become awakened to like a new opportunity. For you, every new moment is a brand new opportunity. All right. It's like you're taking time out to engage your senses and create. Okay, so that's the King of Cups, senses and creating. All right, that's the energy I'm getting. Like you had more senses. You're doing so that you could be creating something and it's fulfilling the expectations of others. So maybe you have like a higher stature. You definitely have a platform, because that's what it is. You definitely have a platform. All right. So for them, they may be feeling like they're overwhelmed and they don't know what to do, because that's what the fork in the road is. They don't know what to do exactly. Whereas you're feeling like every new moment is a new opportunity to figure out, what do I want to do? What do I want to pursue? That's also what precipice means. It means like being on the edge of like invention. It's almost like the Fool card, but this one is a bit, not sporadic. This one's a bit kind of headstrong, takes off because of Sagittarius energy. So it's kind of like you take off and it's like an expansive energy. So sometimes what you get into can really explode. And that's kind of like what they see you doing, like taking this leap of faith, and it may actually like expand. It's giving them expansive energy, and it's like you have the energy of moving. So you're always grateful for every little step that you take. And that's what they admire about you. You're so like comfortable, like grounded, comfortable in your own emotions. But as well as like you're like guarded and not really having the want or the desire to really pursue anyone indirectly. Like you just kind of keep your boundary up, and you're not really having the desire to like pursue anything outside of what you've already got going on as energy I got. But you are fulfilling others' expectations somehow through this reset, and it's like you're practicing gratitude, you're resetting it. So you must be speaking, because it's right under this altar. So you must be speaking, or learning how to speak out more. And it's actually playing with the expectations of others. Like it's playing into the expectations of others. So people have already seen you as this person who can be in this royal behavior. Like you can be kingly, or like in charge. And so people are like feeling like you're actually growing into this person who they expected you to be, like having having an actual like platform, or having an actual like, I want to say, because I'm getting the impression of like other people watching you, or other people being around you, like other people looking up to you, you know what I mean? And they're like, you fulfilled what they expected you to be, like great, you know what I mean? Like that's the energy I get. And they watched you work hard, and they watched you release the things that weren't, going the distance for you, or weren't actually going to, get you as far as you would hope they would get you. It's like you slowed down, because Capricorn energy is also slow, but it's resilient. So it's like you slowed down to get this new start. And it's like you actually fulfilled other people's expectations by doing it, So they expected you to already be great. That's great. Those are good people. Okay. And so it's like you're grateful for every little step you get. So it's like even when things are slow, you're grateful that you're moving. There's progress. You're grateful for every little progress, and they see that and they admire that about you. As well as they admire that you have no desire to actually like step outside your boundaries or overstep your own boundaries. That's the energy it was. You know how to actually be more reserved with your emotions. You can give when you really want, and you can give a whole lot, but you also know how to turn it down. You know what I mean? It's like you're at peace with your own feelings and your own emotions. But when it's time to actually like take a risk or take a leap, you go for it and you excel. All right. And that's what they see about you. They see that you're having a new reset and that you're doing a lot of speaking. They see it's like you have a new lease on life. It's like you're alive. That's how they're seeing it. It's like you're alive and you're fulfilling, like, I want to say like your destiny, or fulfilling what people knew you could always be, And so these people, or this person, they're just someone who just stayed in the same cycle and the same patterns, and they just, they haven't got like released or figured out what to do with these situations that aren't going in the direction that they would like them to go. It's like they're being confused, they're being misled, they're being misguided, and they're just staying in it, and they're criticizing themselves, and that's what's keeping them in it. All right. And it's like for you, you're embracing a new way of being, one filled with health, life, and like you're able to create your own reality, and you're doing it through your speaking, through your voice. All right. And they're just seeing that this hard work is paying off, and they admire this about you. They like that. So you have boundaries. You have clear boundaries that you yourself are not willing to cross, as well as you have great emotional skills, great emotional intelligence. You're able to share your feelings with other people. You could be a bit reckless or daring, but, you know, courageous with the stuff that you do, and it usually leads you to success when you do it, and that's why they admire you as well. And they see you as having some type of awakening and a brand new start coming, and that your hard work has been paying off through diligence and through practicality and through taking step-by-step moves and actually like planning out your goals and being strategic. And they feel like this has actually fulfilled the expectations, or maybe even over an abundant of expectation of what people thought you could be. But it's an intention of like people knowing that you could be great. And that's really what they admire about you. They admire that you're very grateful for every little step, for every little move that you get. So for every little thing that comes into your life, you're basically thankful for it. And they admire that about you, because maybe they're just not, you know, when self-criticism shows up, it means that you're not grateful for the little things that are going on. And so you downplay yourself, you downplay whatever may be happening. And so that's what's going on for them. They could be in a good situation themselves, but they don't feel like it is. And then so that's why they're feeling like they're in a never-ending cycle, that whatever they have going on may not be long-term or may not get them anywhere in particular, anywhere where they would like to be. It's like they don't even know where they would like to be. Whereas they see you heading straight for a goal and actually fulfilling the expectation of that goal. All right. So they see you getting a new reset and embracing life and really being more creative with the outcome that you expect in your life. And you're doing it with your emotional intelligence and the feeling of being daring. They're seeing you as being very daring, like courageous, like taking a risk, optimistic, you know what I mean? Maybe even having a broader perspective of what's going on, because this guy has wings, so he's about to jump off the edge, you know? So they see you as someone who's able to take a risk, you know what I mean? But he has wings. So it's like when you take a risk, you're still gonna soar. You know, it looks like a foolish move to other people, but you're already prepared. And that's what they like about you. Wow. I like that. So, pile 3, that is what I got. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the 3rd house. Yo, I'm gonna be back with another reading, probably maybe tonight, because I don't have to work that late. So I got some other ideas, and I want to shoot them as well. Be looking out for this collab I'm gonna be doing with King of Aloha Tarot. We're gonna be doing another collab. It should be a really good one. You guys will like that. I know you guys will like it, because I liked it. So I know you guys will like it. So anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. You know, I'm gonna catch up with y'all again soon. Peace.